Hey guys, it is currently 9:26 in the morning on Tuesday, October 22nd, and before I even get into progress made this morning, I would like to say, I'd like to start off with, not counting anything that I have written today, I am 13,660 words behind, and before I go to sleep, I will update that number to account for the things that I have written so far. I need to plug in my phone so it doesn't die while I'm doing this video, since it has all my word counts on it. But I have worked through all of my books this morning except for one so far, which would be Books and Badges, but that's what I'll start with after I wake up. So if my writing app will open here, my phone is a million kinds of glitchy right now. There we go. So, Untitled Mysteries, I wrote 1,782 words. And then I edited a chapter in The Kidnapping of Eve Lincoln, and that was 2,442 words. And I also realized that with that one yesterday, my count was incorrect, I think. I edited 1,490 words yesterday, but there was an extra entry in there that was from the Untitled Killer in Training book, and I think that I also put it into my word count. It looked like I did as far as I could tell, but it looks like I had also accidentally put it into my editing count and hadn't noticed it until this morning, but I have since corrected it. And then Killer in Training Book 2, which is still untitled, 214 words. Beatings from a Butcher, 1,062 words. Voice of the Wild Places Z, 104 words. Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter, 150 words. Initiate the Boys, 1,086 words. JTS, 104. And then The Beating of Ekbal, which I just finished working on a few minutes ago, was 1,164 words. Altogether this morning, I have written 5,666 words. And before I put that into my app, again, not counting anything I've written today, 13,660 words behind, divided by 2. I'm aiming to write 6,830 words today. And then if I put in this count, I am now 7,994 words behind on the overall thing. And if we subtract it from that 6,830 goal today, I need to write 1,164 words once I wake up. So that's the plan. I would love to write more than that as well. We'll see. If I was super ballsy today and I worked on Untitled Mysteries a lot, I could hit that extra 7,994 words as long as I woke up at 2:30. And honestly, as long as I wake up at 2:30 and things go well from there, I might actually aim for that. But we'll see. Once I wake up, my main plan is to take a shower and go from there. And then again, when I first come back, the first thing I'm going to work on is Books and Badges, so I'm going to load that up before I go to bed and hope that the computer doesn't shut off while I'm asleep. And then it will be there. She was puppy dreaming. But we'll see what happens when I wake up. I'm setting my alarm for 2:30. It's not currently raining. The wind isn't currently terrible. It's just cold. So I'm going to warm up a neck pillow thingy and have that with me under the covers, if nothing else, because I tend to currently sleep with it around my neck and resting on my jaw so that my jaw doesn't get stiff, because at least that way I can fall asleep, if nothing else. So currently Books and Badges is loading. Again, as long as the computer doesn't shut off, I will be working on that shortly after I wake up and take a shower, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to go brush my teeth and lay down and hopefully fall asleep relatively quickly. Again, setting alarms for 2:30, seeing what happens. Hopefully Big Dog doesn't wake me up a million times, but we will see, and I will give you guys an update later on in what is hopefully going to be the afternoon. Alrighty, it is 4:42 p.m. I woke up at 4. Unsurprisingly, my dog woke me up several times throughout the morning. She's kind of a shithead, but you know. But I haven't taken a shower yet. I've mostly just been sitting here. But I did work on Books and Badges a little bit. It took much longer to get any words out than expected, but that's fine. I wrote 88 words in that. Not a lot, but that's okay. It's not anything that I'm trying to complete before Nano or anything like that, so how many words I write on it isn't a huge deal. So I'm going to go take a shower here in a moment, and then when I come back I'm going to work on stuff for the Stuff and Things count for a little bit. I don't know if I'll do research or Untitled Mysteries or extra scenes for something else. I don't know, but either way, I will let you know, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to start with a shower and go from there. Hey guys, it is currently 4:38 p.m. on Wednesday, October 23rd. And we're going to finally talk about stuff that I worked on this morning before I went to sleep. Although I laid down a little after 9:30, I didn't fall asleep until about 11, so today I actually slept in the extra 2 hours on purpose to make up for the about 2 hours that my sleep was delayed. So that's a plus, that no one woke me up today. It's mostly because it's been raining lightly on and off, so Big Dog didn't want to go outside anyway, so there was no point in her waking me up. I hate the rain generally, but if it's quiet enough that I can sleep through it, and she doesn't wake me up, great. But this morning I worked on a few things, it looks like. Yep. I started with editing. I have one chapter left in The Kidnapping of Eve Lincoln, but today that was 1,614 words for the second to last chapter that I edited. As in the second to last chapter in the book, I only edited one chapter today. And then Killer in Training Book 2, which is still untitled, was 104 words. Beatings from a Butcher was 362. Voice of the Wild Places Z was 110. Pittman's Legend Valiant Fighter was 134. And on Initiate the Boys, I have written 1,574. With that book, I'm currently at 27,768, and the goal today is to hit 30,000 words on it. And if I was being really out there, the goal would be to finish it today. It is Wednesday. My TV show stuff starts at 7 and ends at either 8 or 9. I think 9, but I don't know. But during those hours, it does mean I'm much less likely to accomplish stuff. And since it's currently 4:40 p.m., I'm going to do as much as I can before then. And then do my best to write during commercial breaks. And go from there. But at the moment, I don't think I have a headache that makes typing echo in my head. I do not. Okay, that's great. Normally I have a headache that makes this keyboard echo in my head. So I should be able to accomplish some stuff, if nothing else. I'm going to go get something to drink, and then come in here, sit down, do a word crawl with Initiate the Boys, hopefully accomplish some stuff, and go from there. And I will update you guys when I have an update to give, and when my iPad is available, because I'm going to be using it to upload videos to Google Photos. So as soon as I have an update and my iPad is available, I'll give you one. Alrighty, it is 9:12 p.m. and I figured I would give you a little update. I'm currently at 29,652 words on Initiate the Boys, which altogether today has been 3,458 words. At this very moment, I have a pretty bad stomachache that kind of just hit out of nowhere. So I'm doing my best to stay back here and keep writing until it gets unbearable. It's not terrible at the moment, which is a plus, but I have taken something for stomach pain, and I'm currently sitting with a heating pad, both to hopefully help with that and help with my general joint pain, and hopefully that will allow me to sit back here until at least 10, in which case I'm going to keep writing until 10, and then move out into the living room and watch some more ghost shows with Mom. But I'm going to do my best to hit 30,000 before 10, which is about another 350 words, give or take. And I'm not going to be finishing the book tonight, I don't think, unless it ends shortly after that. And I already know there's some stuff that I need to go back and fix and remove and whatnot, but that's fine, that's stuff to be done during editing. But the main goal is just to hit 30,000 today and get as close to finishing as I can, maybe finish it tomorrow. But we'll see. And I will give you guys another update before midnight, but I just wanted to fill you in because I expect progress to deeply diminish at this point. Hey guys, it is currently 9:14 in the morning on Thursday, October 24th, and this morning I have only worked on Initiate the Boys, and it's not nearly as much progress as I would like, but it's still progress. 1,998 words, which brings my total for the book so far, overall, to 32,556 words. I'm in a lot of pain today. I do my best to manage day to day. That's kind of just how it's been for at least the past 2 years, give or take. But today my knee is absolutely killing me, and every time that I move it, or every time that I don't move it, I can feel it in every single part of my right leg, like from my hip bone all the way down to the tips of my toes. It hurts a lot, and almost all of my focus is directed on my knee pain. So writing has been a real hassle this morning. I've put stuff on it, I'm wearing my compression brace, I've had the heating pad on it, I've sat in front of the heater so that way my knee would be warm, and it's just not really doing anything. I might try icing it when I wake up. I know that ice is good for joint pain if your joint feels like it's on fire, and heat is good for it if it feels cold and stiff, and because my knee hurts so bad, I have no idea which one it feels like, because it kind of feels like both, so I'll probably rotate them when I wake up between hot and cold. But writing has been a struggle this morning because of that, and I imagine it will continue to be a struggle once I wake up. But if things go well today, I will be finishing Initiate the Boys after I wake up. But it depends on a lot of factors, only one of which is pain. Also depends on what time I wake up. Also depends on if it rains today, or if it thunders today, or if there's high winds today. It depends on how the computer behaves when I wake up, or if I have to do any other things when I wake up, with the dogs, with the birds, with the cats, you know, so on and so forth. But I'm going to be doing my best. The goal is to finish this book before the end of the month, and I hope to finish this one today. Again, I wanted to finish it yesterday, didn't happen, that's fine. But the sooner I wrap it up, the better. I can move on to my other books. I can hit the other 2 books that I was attempting to finish this month. They're definitely not going to be finished this month, that's fine. But I have, you know, other stuff to do that I can move on to once I finish this book and all that fun jazz. But the first step in that process is finishing book 4 here. But that's all I've got for right now. I'm going to go take some ibuprofen and put some more stuff on my knee, take my gummy vitamin thing, wash my face, brush my teeth, and then lay down. I'm not going to do any more writing this morning before I go to sleep. It's 9:17 by the time I wash my face and all of that. It will be 9:30. So I'm just going to go lay down, and hopefully at some point the pain lessens enough that I can fall asleep, because I've been tired all morning, but even when I tried to take a nap, I couldn't take my mind off of my knee for long enough to fall asleep. So we'll see what happens, and I guess if the pain keeps me awake, I'll say screw it and come back in here and work on writing again. Because if I have to be awake, I might as well attempt to do something other than stare at a wall and be in pain. But we'll see how things go, and I will give you guys an update, hopefully in the afternoon, but if I wake up later than that, I'll see you at some point in the evening with an update on Initiate the Boys. Alrighty, it is 9:18 p.m., and since the last time you saw me, I have written 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences in Initiate the Boys. It's not been a good day overall. I'm in so much pain in my right leg that it's insane. Most of the time I feel like I'm fighting back tears because it hurts so bad. I'm doing my best to manage. I've put stuff on it today. I'm about to put more stuff on it today. This has admittedly been a lifesaver today, if nothing else. And then I'm going to go take some more ibuprofen again, and see what that accomplishes. But I'm going to shut off stuff in here and move out into the living room, because if I have to be uncomfortable and in pain, I guess I'd rather be uncomfortable and in pain in the living room, rather than in here. So, I don't know what I'll accomplish tonight. Mom and I are going to be watching more of that ghost show, and I'll go from there. But I'm going to be writing, while we're watching. It just won't be a ton of progress. But we'll see what happens. I will give you a final word count update before midnight. I doubt, well, correction, I know that there's absolutely no chance I will finish this book tonight. But even if I write another 100 words in it before midnight, I'm still happy. It puts me behind again. It puts me behind in the word count again. Which I was behind yesterday too, and that's fine. I still have a few days to attempt to hit my goal, which is something. This month has just been a hassle, and I think that's putting it gently in the end of things, but I'm going to start moving stuff out to the living room and make coffee and take some more shit for pain management and go from there. But I will see you guys at some point before midnight or shortly thereafter with another update on Initiate the Boys. Hey guys, it is currently 9:43 in the morning on Friday, October 25th, and I'm going to go ahead and update you on the only thing I've worked on today, which has been Initiate the Boys. I will go ahead and update my word count because I haven't done that in like 2 to 3 hours. Mind you, I haven't written much in that time, but I still haven't updated it, so we'll do that now. 1042. So, again, Initiate the Boys is the only thing I've worked on. I'm working on it until I finish it, and I have news about that in a second. But I have written 3,112 words today on it, which is still definitely progress. It's more than I was accomplishing yesterday, which is still great, despite everything revolving around yesterday. I'm still in pain today, but my knee currently doesn't hurt anywhere near as bad as it did yesterday, which is a plus. But I'm still in pain. It has still hindered my focus a smidge, but not nearly as bad as yesterday, which is a plus. But outside of that, I'm currently on the epilogue of Initiate the Boys. So chapters 1 through 22 have been written, and currently I'm just sitting here on the epilogue. I've got it titled Epilogue, and I have the date picked out for the beginning of it, but that's all I have at the moment. I have a faint idea of what happens in the epilogue based on which book people voted for to be book 5, which for this one I didn't give them book titles. I just gave them descriptions of what the killer does. I have a whole bunch of ideas that I've written down based on the scenes that I've written in Untitled Mysteries. Not every scene I've ever written has been turned into a little note for that piece of paper that I put into a tissue box to pull things out of later. But the last time I updated it was like a month ago, if not more than that. I don't remember. But either way, I drew 3 from there and then put those descriptions up for people to vote on. And they voted for one, and I can't remember how it's worded, but more or less the killer uses a horse as the weapon of choice. I guess that's the way I'll choose to phrase that. So I have an idea of what the epilogue is. If it was the Bo Austin series or the Bo Austin Taylor series, the epilogue here would probably be someone finding the body. I do it both ways in the Bo Austin series. Either someone finds the body or we witness the killer doing something, usually from the victim's perspective, but sometimes from the killer's. Either way, we generally don't get a name for the killer in that. But with the Bo Austin series, or the Young Bo series, sorry, we know who the killer is from the beginning. There are still like twists in it and whatnot. In Always Watching, there's a relatively big twist of that one's not a killer, by the way, of why the criminal is doing the thing they're doing. And you don't find that out until several chapters in. So even though we know the name of the person and we see stuff from their point of view from the very beginning, there are still twists and stuff like that throughout the book. But because of that, because we know the killer from the beginning, sometimes it takes me longer to write like the epilogues of the Young Bo series books. Just because I have to learn about a new character before I can actually write it, basically. So the goal is to still finish this before I go to bed, if nothing else, so that way when I wake up I can start fresh on other stuff. But we'll see. So I'm going to take a little break here, stand up, walk around. That's good for my knee. And then I'll come back, sit down, and hopefully write up the epilogue. And if that's the case, I will see you in a little bit. I'm not tired, so I'm probably going to stay up until I'm tired instead of laying down for hours and staring at a wall. So I will see you guys hopefully in a little bit. Alrighty, it is 10:47 in the morning, and with an extra 325 words for the epilogue, the first draft of Initiate the Boys is complete, which is great. I was beginning to think there was no way in hell that I would be able to do that this month, so it's great that I managed to do it. It brings my total on the book for the day to 3,437. It brings the book to 36,437 words. Progress. I'm going to go grab my notebook, write down the word count, all of that, film a quick beginning for day 25's Preptober video, so that way I can archive Initiate the Boys on this app, and then I'm going to lay down and try to sleep. So hooray for that, and I will see you guys at some point after I wake up, in which case I will begin with JTS, and then from there trying to work through all of my books. It is a Friday. I don't have any TV shows on Friday. Mom and I will probably watch the Ghost show at some point, but up until that point, as long as I wake up at a relatively decent time, I'll have a couple hours to work on book stuff before then. So, hooray for all of that, and I will see you guys at some point, hopefully, in the afternoon. Alrighty, it is 9:06 p.m., and since I woke up, the only book I have worked on is JTS, and that was 160 words, and outside of that, I've been formatting chapters for beta reading for a friend, so I'm not formatting my chapters for a friend to read, I'm formatting his book chapters for his beta reader to read. But I've got all of those done, so I can send those back and all that fun stuff. And I'm going to move all my stuff out into the living room and work on writing from there while Mom and I watch ghost stuff. So that's the game plan, and I will see you guys with an update at some point. I'll be starting with Ekbal. I expect things to be pretty slow, so I'm probably going to give each book like maybe 6-12 minutes each, and go from there. But the plan is to work through all of them before midnight, maybe cycle back around, maybe hit some books harder than others, who knows, but either way, I just want to get through all of them if I can. And I will see you guys once I write something.